After a 6-week absence that left fans worried, Zoe Ball is finally set to return to her BBC Radio 2 breakfast show. But what really happened during her time away, and why did it spark such a wave of concern? Zoe Ball, the much-loved host of BBC Radio 2's breakfast show, will return to the airwaves on Monday, September 23rd, after a 6-week hiatus that left fans speculating about her well-being. Ball, who has been absent since August 8th, was temporarily replaced by Scott Mills and Gabby Roslin, with listeners flooding social media with messages of concern. Although no official explanation was given for her break, her extended silence both on the radio and social media sparked rumors, as she had only just returned from a family holiday and Pride celebrations before disappearing from her show once again. Throughout her absence, Scott Mills reassured listeners that they hadn't overslept and even sent his colleague a heartfelt message of support, but it did little to quell the growing speculation. Fans of Ball, who is the BBC's highest-paid female presenter with an annual salary of £950,000, have been left in the dark about her reasons for stepping back. Adding to the concern, Zoe had been unusually quiet on her social media channels, with her last post dating back to August 5th, where she mentioned being lagged after her Ibiza and Brighton Pride celebrations. For those who have followed Zoe's life over the past year, this break may not come as a complete surprise. Earlier this year, the presenter took time off to care for her mother, Julia Peckham, who was battling pancreatic cancer. Julia's passing in April left a profound mark on Zoe, who shared a touching tribute to her mother, thanking her for teaching them to love and show courage. This personal loss, combined with a series of emotional setbacks, including the tragic suicide of her partner Billy Yates in 2017 and the recent breakdown of her 5-year relationship with Michael Reed, has led many to speculate that Zoe's absence could be linked to personal struggles. It's clear that Zoe has faced an incredible amount of hardship in recent years, which likely contributed to her decision to take a break from the spotlight. However, while some fans have expressed empathy, others have criticized her absence, with a few questioning the BBC's decision to continue paying her despite her long periods away from the show. One frustrated listener took to social media to call it a misuse of license payers' funds, accusing Zoe of picking and choosing her contract terms. Such criticisms, while harsh, reflect the pressure high-profile figures like Zoe face, especially when their absence disrupts regular programming. Nonetheless, Zoe's colleagues and many fans have remained supportive, with many hoping her return on September 23rd marks the start of brighter days for the beloved presenter. Zoe's resilience has been well documented throughout her career. After the death of Billy Yates, she took part in a 350-mile sport relief challenge to raise awareness for mental health, showing her determination to turn personal grief into positive action. But it seems her most recent losses, including the passing of her mother, have weighed heavily on her. The BBC has remained tight-lipped about the reasons behind Zoe's time off, but insiders have hinted that her absence may have been necessary for her to recharge and focus on her family. As she prepares to step back behind the mic, fans and colleagues alike are eager to welcome Zoe back to her breakfast show. While her temporary replacements did an admirable job, it's clear that Zoe Ball's warm, familiar presence has been sorely missed by her devoted audience. With Zoe Ball set to return to Radio 2 on September 23rd, her fans will no doubt be tuning in to hear her back in action after a much-needed break. Whether she addresses the reasons behind her absence or simply picks up where she left off, listeners are ready to have their favorite breakfast show host back. Be sure to set your alarms and don't miss her big return.